I don't care if you've been out killing Tyranids for the Imperium all night. If you up, smash that like button. Welcome to Black and Black Times Infinity. I'm your host, Cronus, for the day. I don't know where Prodigy is. And yeah, I forgot the rest of the
Run from Zuck.
So, yeah, he's running from Zuck again. I heard Zuck was back in training. So, all right. Oldest ninja in the world on my left, or right above me and to the left. Oh, ninja.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I feel like it may be 2024, but I feel like we're making the same old mistakes.
Yeah, we probably, yeah.
Same mistake as 2020.
Also, your boy Blue.
Did you know that your hand is bisexual? Now you know.
I guess it depends on what you're doing.
All bad.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
I've actually heard that. Is that? Wait, hold on. Is that from Skeletor? Skeletor do that shit?
No, I heard it somewhere else. It was actually, I was like dying laughing when I heard it.
I mean,
I was
but
like,
what
wait
if?
a minute. Wait, I guess it is.
What if you're gay though?
Then it's
Polly.
No, still.
Or Pan. It's Pan. There you go.
I don't think that's how it works, but all right.
Maybe?
No.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how it works either. So I'm firing from the hip.
All right. Listener of the week would be Zor once again, who's also in the chat. I just got to say another person that's up there with the listener of the week, because their name is awesome, is Satan's Dominator. So I'm just saying. Just saying.
Oh my God.
Would that be Jesus or God? Or would it be...
I don't think so. I think they're dominated in a different kind of way.
Damn. The Diddy way?
Possibly. I don't know. How much Big Bell they got?
Take that.
Damn.
Damn. I guess we're gonna start off with some RIPs on Ninja.
Yeah. We got a few this week. So in the interest of time, again, I'm only gonna truncate. I'm truncating some of this. I'm not gonna do all these because it might be a bit long. But we're going to start. We're gonna pour off some.
Just rapid fire that shit like they used to do on AOTS with the movie reviews.
It's all bad.
This person died. This person died. This person died.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible. We're gonna pour out some. Some St. Ides this week? Pour out some for. We're gonna start with John Ashton. He was a veteran actor who memorably played the gruff but funny police detective John Taggart in the Beverly Hills Cop series of films. He had 5-decade-long career in film and television. In addition to Beverly Hills Cop, he starred in films such as King Kong Lives, Some Kind of Wonderful, She's Having a Baby, Midnight Run with Robert De Niro, and Gone Baby Gone. He died of cancer at the age of 76.
Damn.
The next one, I'm just going to say his name that everybody knows him by because his name is really long and very difficult to pronounce. So Dikembe Mutombo is his real name is really, really long. But he was a Congolese American professional basketball player. He played 18 seasons in the NBA. He is commonly regarded as one of the greatest shot blockers and defensive players of all time. Outside of basketball, he's known for his humanitarian work. He was 7'2". He was a 7'2" center and played for 6 teams in his career. He's won Defensive Player of the Year 4 times. You can't mention Mutombo without mentioning the finger wag. No. Mutombo would break out the famous no finger wag whenever he executed a particularly savage block. Even Geico got in on the action with putting him in a commercial doing it. He was inducted into the NBA Hall of Fame in 2015. After retiring from the NBA, he wanted to give back to his home country and the entire continent of Africa. He created the Dikembe Mutombo Foundation in 1997, 12 years before his retirement. He did this to improve living conditions in the Democratic Republic of Congo and received numerous awards from the NBA and other organizations for his work in Africa to improve conditions and reduce the spread of polio. He built a hospital in his hometown in honor of his mother, who couldn't get to a hospital in time to save her life during wartime in Congo.
He built it like while she was like dying. Like that's pretty impressive.
He built it after her death.
Oh, in honor of her. Okay, I thought he built it like while she was dying. He's like, oh, she needs a hospital. He built this up real quick.
Like, yeah, that takes a while.
Superman shit.
Yeah, he did after the fact. So He adopted four of his wife's brothers. Oh wait, I'm sorry. He adopted four of his wife's deceased brother's children. He witnessed the 2016 Brussels airport bombing. 2 years ago, he announced he had a brain tumor. He died due to brain cancer September 30th at the age of 58. Next up, we have Maggie Smith.
Oh, hold on,
Dame,
real quick. Sorry, one thing on Mutombo. Look up the trash talk he would do to Jordan. It's pretty epic, of how he would boast about how Jordan didn't dunk on him hardly at all. There was like years that went by where Jordan couldn't dunk on him at all, and he would trash talk Michael Jordan for it. So
because he's 7'2", like
that doesn't matter. I
who
mean,
the-
he's got skills. There's plenty of other tall people too that still get dunked on.
Yeah. Also look up his Geico commercial because it's actually really fucking hilarious. The best one's the last one with the little kid. That one's fucking hilarious. Anyway, back to Dame Maggie Smith. Dame Maggie Smith, British actress to most contemporary audiences remember her as Professor Minerva McGonagall from the Harry Potter movie franchise, and as Violet Crawley in Downton Abbey. I remember talking to Kay because it sounded like she said downtown, and she kept going for like 2 minutes, but it's pronounced Downton. Sure.
She also
Downton
played
Abbey.
Wendy. She also played Wendy and
Peter Pan.
and Robert Williams' Hook.
Oh, Hook, that's
Yeah.
right.
She has won a
One of my
Tony
favorite
Award
movies.
and nominated for 4 Oscars and won 2. She has also won 3 Primetime Emmys for her role in Downton Abbey and has won 4 in total. She has 3 Golden Globe Awards and 5 British Academy Film Awards and 5 Screen Actors Guild Awards.
She doesn't have a EGOT, right?
No, she doesn't have a Grammy. But she does have a Tony, as I said a minute ago. She performed with Laurence Olivier, and during a performance of Othello, he stopped her so hard he knocked her out.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
she
Was that
made
Sean Connery? What did you say that was?
No, Laurence Olivier. She was made a dame in 1990. Some of her other memorable performances have been in Hook, where she played a grown Wendy, in Clash of the Titans, and Sister Act. Her first film role was in 1956. Her last screen credit is in 2023. She died at the age of 89. And the last one I'm going to do is John Amos. He was an American actor who is probably best known for his role as the adult Futa Kente in the series Roots, and for portraying John Evans Sr. on the TV show Good Times. He also appeared in The Mary Tyler Moore Show, The West Wing, and played Washington, D.C. Mayor Ethan Baker in the series The District. Amos also appeared on Broadway in numerous films in his 5-decade career. He's been nominated for a Primetime Emmy, an NAACP Image Award. He's appeared in one of my mom's favorite genre films, The Beastmaster. He's also in Coming to America and Coming to America, Lock Up, Die Hard 2, and I'm missing one.
I forgot. One of my quotes was going to be one of his lines from Come to America about the whole cheeseburger thing. Like, McDonald's got the Big Mac with sesame seeds. I got the Big Mac with no seeds or something like that. He had a bunch of like really funny lines in there.
Yeah, he said McDonald's says Big Mac. We have the Big Mick.
They have sesame seed. We have plain bun.
Yeah. Before he was acting, he played college football at Colorado State. He also briefly played for the Kansas City Chiefs. He's a former member of the National Guard of New Jersey and Master Chief of the Coast Guard of New Jersey. His character on Good Times was originally in another CBS show called Maude. His character on Good Times was killed off due to his behind-the-scenes clashing with the writers, who he felt did not understand Black culture. Shocker there. He performed and wrote a critically acclaimed one-man stage play called Haley's Comet, which he would perform around the world. Among some of his other films, he appeared in as Vanishing Point, Dr. Dolittle 3, My Baby Daddy, The Players Club, and Ricochet. He died August 21st. However, his family didn't reveal his death until October 1st, which was yesterday. according to his podcast. He died of heart failure at the age of 84. And that's all I'm going to do this week. There'll be more coming next week. Probably more. Hopefully not anymore, because we're losing a lot of legends in the most recently. However, a lot of them are
they're up there in age.
getting up there in age. Yeah.
Just like us.
What I've noticed is that a lot of the African American men, their life expectancy seems to go up once you're like famous or in Hollywood, mostly. I mean, we had Carl Weathers, James Earl Jones, John Amos, all died past the age of 50, which I think back in the 90s, your average life expectancy for a black male was like 55.
That's probably not the average, but yeah, it was definitely,
back
it was
in
less.
the 90s. Yeah, I think in the 90s, it's higher now.
Yeah, we haven't gained 20 years of life expectancy in 20 years, so like
I don't know what it is.
It depends on a lot of like where you live. Like if you are forced to live in a red zone district, also known as the ghetto in America, then your life expectancy is significantly shorter than say if you grew up in some affluent part because of a whole host of things, including environmental issues on where you live and violence in general and access to decent food, education, shit like that, basic human needs.
Yeah, of course. But
I mean,
like I said,
you feel those basic needs, and all of a sudden you can live longer. It's not rocket science.
Yeah, it is like a curvature, but I'm saying I believe the curvature's kind of shifted in the last 30 years. But I don't know what the average is now. So
I think it's in the 70s now. So
really
for everybody. I mean,
that's what I thought. I thought everybody is like 7.4 or some shit like that, or 74.4 is like the average.
Well, now I got to look it up. Like, how long is the?
Yeah, I think. Here, for women, it's a little higher. We're so quiet.
All right, here we go. It's okay. The overall life expectancy. Oh man! All right, on Ninja. On Ninja's right. The average life expectancy in America is 76 years. Actually, hold on. I got it. I don't want to look at like the Google one because it's giving me the AI version says that it's 61.5 years for a black man, which is 15 years. Jesus Christ, that's a lot.
Big discrepancy. What is this? Oh.
Okay, so the life expectancy of a black man is 4.7 years lower than a white male. That was in 2013. So I don't know where the newest ones are.
Yeah, this one's saying 74. Oh no, white man is 74.79. Black man is 67.6. So it's 7 years.
Yeah.
7-year difference. Shit. That's
right,
wild shit. I mean that is the AI answer. So
well, John Amos only had one kid. That's like rare for black people in Hollywood.
Well, for a boomer, especially for a boomer, because
that's true.
Yeah.
Well, his first spouse died. Wait, what? Oh, that's how long they were married for. I was like, his first spouse died in 1979. I was like, damn, that's when I was born.
Yeah.
But I see that it says 1978 to 1979, so they only were married for a year.
That sucks. Yeah.
Oh, it says he has 2 children. One.
Okay.
Sure. He won.
Yeah, it says he has his first marriage. He gave him a kid. His second marriage.
Oh yeah.
So his first kid is Shannon Amos, who's a writer and producer for Afterglow Multimedia. His son is Casey Amos, who's a Grammy-nominated director.
None of them are famous. Famouses.
I mean, I guess they're not in front of the screen. They're like behind the screen.
Those are great cookies, by the way. I'm just saying.
Oh. So.
Oh yeah, he passed away too recently, right?
He
Famous.
Yeah.
Yeah, he passed away about 2 months ago. Talked about it on the podcast.
I wonder if they're related. I mean, I know it's.
That's
all right.
Good
let's
question.
go off of RPs and significant biographies of people that have passed away. Would you like to go first?
I don't know. I feel like, did we leave off from last week somewhere?
There's probably some stuff on there that we could talk about.
There's a bunch here, but this one here, I think it's Prodigy stuff because I think he's the only one tracking Brazil versus Elon. He's been like all over that.
I've been tracking a little bit too because he's an idiot. So
wait, what's going on with Elon in Brazil?
Yeah, so Twitter, not X. Twitter got
Twitter X.
It got canceled in Brazil because he got into a fight with like one of the lawmakers, and he was supposed to have like some representative in Brazil, a legal representative in Brazil, and he was like, "No, that ain't me." And they wanted him to, stop putting out misinformation on the platform, and he was like, "Nah." And then this judge was like, "Okay, well then we're just gonna ban it in Brazil." So they banned Twitter in Brazil, and they went so far even to make one of Elon Musk's other companies ban it in Brazil, Starlink. So because Starlink satellites can get internet from anywhere, and so they made them ban it for that region on Starlink too. So
that's
Elon being Elon.
Petty. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's just like, I don't know why this guy, he's so volatile and idiotic and so public that he makes companies lose billions of dollars like on a tweet. Or he can gain money too, but like I would not want one of those guys on my board or as my CEO or doing anything. Like, how is this one person the CEO of like 3 major companies? It's Tesla, X, actually no, like 4, Starlink and
the SpaceX
and SpaceX. Yeah, it's like, I mean, no one man can do all those jobs. Like that's totally unreasonable to even think he can do that. You can't concentrate on 4 different companies that span, different technologies, and to think that that guy can actually do that with any sort of, attention to detail, it shows. But for some reason, people just give this guy money. So, just like his parents gave him money.
Yeah, and now he's on the Trump train because Trump promised him a position in his cabinet if he wins.
Hopefully, it doesn't win out. Elon does not need to be running anything in America. Even though I know he runs Tesla, but y'all heard me do my spiel before. He did not start Tesla. He did not design. The only Tesla design that he really did was the Cybertruck, but that thing is trash. He did not design the Model X, Y. None of the first ones that they came out with. He wasn't a founder of the company. He was just an investor that kicked out the 2 actual inventors of the Tesla, which is the first Tesla Roadster, because the guy is, wait for it, he's an asshole. Similar things happened with him at PayPal. Similar things happened with him at SpaceX. He's even fucking like one of the head people at SpaceX as a kid with her, which is illegal normally. But, whatever. I don't like the guy. You know that.
I wanted to see if Elon Musk is an actual U.S. citizen. Yeah, it says he became citizen in 2002, so...
Yeah,
he calls himself a half Democrat, half Republican.
He's a full idiot.
He is a full... he is full MAGA. If you see his tweets, unfortunately, because if you're on Twitter X, you get notified every time they do tweets, and I'm like, I'm not trying to read what you're trying to put.
Yeah,
you have to
so
because I'm like, dude, I don't care. And the funniest thing, I've said this to y'all before. The funniest thing to me is when his own platform fact checks him. That's fucking hilarious to me. Hilarious.
Yeah, I want to get into the vice presidency debate that happened last night. I didn't get a chance to watch it, but I've been seeing a bunch of the clips.
I watched the whole thing when I should have been working out, but it's all good. I worked out later. It was interesting because it was not actually that. It was actually it was mostly respectful, which I was not expecting, especially from JD Vance. But yeah, it was like very little, fireworks, a lot of talking points, a lot of kind of misguiding America of like saying things that, Kamala Harris did or didn't do during her vice presidency. But again, if you're the vice president, you take your orders from the president. Like it's like complaining about. It's like complaining about. I don't want to say secretary because that kind of belittles who Kamala is. but it'd be like complaining that like, you know, maybe like the CFO or somebody like that wasn't running the company right when like the CEO is like the one that actually, you know, steers the company.
Yeah.
So yeah, they kept trying to make it seem like she was the one that was running the country when she wasn't. She was just a cabinet member. Yes,
All she
you know,
does
a
is
serious one. Yeah.
But she like split votes, right, in the House or the Senate or whatever. I can't remember which
for the
cabinet
Senate
or-
because she's the president of the Senate. So yes, if there is like a tie vote for something, then she can break that tie. But that's congressional. It's not executive branch. So yeah, I mean, she has some power, but she has to have like basically all of her. And even then, when it comes to splitting the vote, it's at the the behest of the president. Like she can't like do something that goes against the president when making those kinds of decisions because she's not the president.
Yeah.
Hopefully she will. Well, I don't want to say hopefully, but I just don't want Trump to be president. I don't give a shit who else is going to be president. Honestly, I'd take Jill Stein at this point. I just don't want
Yeah, a
him
lot
to
of
be
people
president
want
again.
Jill Stein. I don't know what's going on with Jill Stein. A lot of people like her. I don't really know her policies. I do know that she appeared on the Breakfast Club and shit fucking popped off.
Oh yeah, it did. I think people don't. So if you don't know who Jill Stein is, she's running as the Green Party nominee. She's been running for the Green Party nominee for like the longest time. And if you actually look at her policies, and if you're anywhere on like left leaning, she probably has more policies that you would like to be implemented than Kamala Harris. I mean, this she's so far to the left. She is for reparations, like legit for reparations. So
she's like the new what's the name? Oh god, what's the name of the Asian guy from a couple of years ago who ran for president?
Andrew Yang. So
Andrew Yang.
Yeah, she's not the new because she's been around. She's been running for president for like 20, 30 fucking years.
Yeah, and they bring that up on the Breakfast Club. Like every time she ran for Senate or for governor, for Senate, and for president, she's like lost almost every time.
Yeah.
And she's like it. Her and Angela Yang, they get into it. It's like they're like not screaming match, but like
it's not Angela Yang. It's Angela something else. But yeah, she kind of showed her ass on there. But yeah.
Yeah,
so
I wanted to shit it. I was like, what the fuck?
I'm trying to see when was the last time or how many times have there been a president that wasn't a Democrat or a Republican?
Oh, that hasn't existed.
Yeah, it hasn't existed. Yeah, they never win.
Yeah.
Like I think the closest was Ross Perot.
Yes, and that's
probably no.
So after Ross Perot is when they really started leaning into like only left and right, only Democrat or Republican, because Ross Perot, y'all can look this up, Google it. He took out because Ross Perot was an oil billionaire. So what he did, because they kept like not letting him be on the stage for the debates. Eventually they did, and that was a huge mistake. But anyway, like right around that time, he just made his own commercial. It was a 30-minute long, like talking about like what policies he wants to implement and why. And he broke down like how the tax system is broken and like how all these things are broken. And like if you look at it, like he kind of just like called like a bunch of stuff like 20-something years ago. It was kind of amazing.
What the hell is a Wigan? Probably was a message.
Yeah,
so, I mean, there has been a few that weren't, but it's like before there was Republicans and before there was a foothold of them.
Yeah.
So like it says it's a wig H or WHIG. When I look it up, it says that it ran alongside the Democratic Party, so probably still Democrat.
Yeah. Zord literally said that as soon as you said the Whig Party. The Whig Party, Bull Moose Party. There have been other parties. I think the most popular is the Green Party.
Yeah. And there's an independent party. I mean, technically, Bernie Sanders is an independent. They just let him cosplay as a Democrat when he runs for president.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's why he gets shot down. He gets very close, and then he gets shot down. Now Bernie's too old. Like he had his chance during I would say the best chance he had was during the Clinton era, but not no more.
George Washington was undefined, so he would break all that. I guess John Adams was Federalist.
Yeah, that's a Republican now, though.
Yeah, that they kind of merged into. I mean, technically there is, but like I feel like the Republican Party split again. Like it's the Republican Party and there's MAGA, or which is like what I consider to be a slightly blanketed political party, meaning they include the alt-right, because the alt-right and MAGA seem to be like a joint unit. And they're like seem to be teamed up to maintain most of MAGA. And like the traditional Republicans are kind of like, what's wrong with you people? I'm like, damn.
They make traditional
They're
Republicans
weird.
seem like normal people, and like they're not normal either.
Yeah, they really
So-
do. They really do.
They're not.
Yeah, it's weird. So it's very weird because like listening to people like Paul. So I didn't agree with them back in the day. I thought some of what they said was a little radical, not radical, but just more restrictive. But the thing was, these were people that you could talk to and have an actual debate without them name calling or threatening you with violence. So people like Condoleezza Rice, Colin Powell.
Colin Powell. Yeah.
I'd say Colin because Colin Powell seems a little wrong.
It's John,
Yeah.
And
John
definitely
McCain.
Senator
That's what
Senator John
PD looking
McCain.
for. Your colon.
John McCain above all else. Like he was a man. He would meet with the people and have a real debate. No shouting. You would just talk, and he'd be like, what about this? What about how do you feel about this? Like things like that, and he would tell you his thing. Like when Justice Sonia Sotomayor, like he expressed his opinion, but he didn't name call her. He didn't say. He just said her credentials he felt did not fit the role as a justice, and he was the one who voted against her. But he said why. He didn't name call. He didn't sneak this. He just said he listed her accomplishments and what he felt should be part of a justice. And there's a couple of them that he didn't think. And I'm like, well, some of them were more than other justices. I think she should make it, and she did make it. But he had a solid debate about it. Everyone else, like nowadays, start name calling, be calling, bad built butch bodies, shit like that. MAGA this, MAGA that. I'm gonna shoot you with my gun. Type bullshit. Like it's fucking crazy out there.
It is. I think one of the coolest things that John McCain ever did was when he was running for president against Barack Obama, was that he mentioned Barack Obama and people started booing, and he was like, he kind of like calmed the crowd down. He was like, hey, he's a good guy. He's just I don't agree with him on on policy, which is it's more than reasonable. So
yeah, that's the way it should have been. That's the way it should be now. He's just like he's a good guy, but we have different. They want the same goal, but they had different ideas to get there, and he expressed that. And then he would express his plan. He says, "I don't agree with this plan, but this is my plan. I think his plan isn't going to work, and so this is what I want to do." The one guy I felt was a little loopy was John Kerry. I feel like this dude was a little out of touch, but he wasn't screaming shit at people and like saying there's good people on both sides or some weird shit like that.
Yeah, getting back to the VP debates, one of the weird things that were about the debate is that they actually didn't go into that much policy. Like they didn't really get deep into policy, which is very strange to me because debates used to be like 90% policy, if not more, because that's what you want to hear is like how exactly will your policies make the lives of the American people better. And you just didn't get much of that. I mean, you got a little bit, but some of it got derailed, and there was only there was like two spots of the debate that stood out for me. One was there was a question for Tim Walz, and it was about him saying that he was in Tiananmen Square during the protests, and he gave like a total non-answer for like 2 minutes of like just like talking about just random stuff. Yeah. And then they were just like, you didn't really answer the question. He's like, oh yeah, well, no, I was confused. I wasn't there at the time, blah, 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 blah. I was like, all right, just say that, you could just say that. Don't try to bullshit. And then near the end, Tim Walz asked JD Vance if he thought that Trump lost the presidency, and he wouldn't answer. Like, I was just like, dude, all right, like, we can't let these people keep repeating this lie that he won the last election, because he didn't. Like, there was like 60-something, lawsuits, and they all got thrown out or they lost. So
they won. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about I'm about to say the voting companies they won.
They won. Yeah. But all the stuff challenging the actual results of the election, they were all thrown out or they lost. Just like
Well, didn't like the company that processed the ballots also sued like Trump's party for like I guess defamation because they were saying like, oh yeah, your system was hacked, blah blah blah, and they're like, no, our system's like legit. Like, what are you talking about?
They actually didn't sue Trump directly. So they sued Fox News and they won for like a gajillion dollars, and they sued Rudy Giuliani, I believe, as well, and a couple of other folks.
Has anybody checked on Rudy? Is he all right?
No, he's not all right. He's literally broke. He's broke.
Okay. Yeah, because
So-
I'm like, no one's seen or heard from that dude in a minute.
Remember that time when he was like giving some kind of speech and his spray on hair was like melting or was
Oh yeah,
washing away.
The spray tan.
What happened to the my hair guy? My
Pillow guy
too.
He's broke too.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently he just got out of jail or some shit. Wasn't he incarcerated for a little bit?
No, I don't think he was, but I know some other like Roger Stone was and some other folks.
No,
they're all just
Alex Jones needs to be in jail.
they're at least they're a bunch of criminals. They're a bunch of literal criminals, and they're the ones that talk about Law and Order when they've got a litany of misdemeanors and felonies, and they owe all this money to people. But for some reason, folks just they got that great white hope, like this guy is a piece of shit by like any definition. He was found guilty of sexually assaulting a woman. He was found guilty of like committing fraud. If y'all remember back in the day, we can go back to like the 70s, when he settled out of court because he was discriminating his housing in New York, and he wasn't found guilty, but he settled out of court for that because he was discriminating housing for like one of the Trump Towers or some shit in New York. And we go back to the Central Park 5 thing, to keep going back to, of like he pulled out a full page ad advocating executing teenagers that were Black and Latino. So,
and doesn't he still like agree with what he did? Like he's never apologized or said like he was wrong. Like
no.
he's like double, triple, quadruple down on that.
Still hasn't apologized. And then he talks about, Haitians eating dogs and cats and ducks and geese and all kinds of crazy shit. That's not true at all. The person that actually started the rumor found her cat in her basement. Because the original thing was she thought that one of the Haitians like stole her cat, and then it turned into eating the cat. But the cat was just in her basement, and she's recounted that. But they just continue to just straight up lie to people. Yeah. Straight up lie to people.
And then also what he did with the whole like Black Lives Matter thing, like when the people were protesting outside of the White House and he wanted to go out for a photo op, like he had like security like force people out with tear gas and stuff like that just so he can get like a quick photo op with him holding the Bible. And he's even mentioned how like, they should use violence for taking out these people who are protesting, which most of the protest was usually pretty peaceful. I mean, you had your bad eggs here and there, but most of the protest was peaceful.
Yeah, so fuck that guy. I'm just saying. If you vote for him, I mean, you probably have some deep-seated reason why you're going to vote for him. Go ahead. I just hope that more people vote against him. So
I still feel like it's starting to become more of a cult because I've seen people talk about that he's better than Jesus, that he's a Messiah, and this and that, and like.
So I've seen that since 2020. I've seen that since 2020. A lot of people, and I know people that have family that say that he's basically the new Jesus. And I'm like, because they act like he's their white savior or great white hope. Like he's supposed to save. What's that one dude? He has the Hispanic name, but he's super he's super racist actually.
The church guy?
No, he's the guy that has he has like this little talk show on the fuck's his name?
Bongino?
No, the guy that Kanye was hanging out that everyone was talking about.
Oh, Nick Fuentes.
Yeah, that's that dude. So that guy, he was talking shit about JD Vance, talking about this guy doesn't have white. What is it?
A white wife?
Well, because he's got mixed kids. Also, yeah,
but he attacked the kids. He's like a guy that names his son because his son has a traditional like Indian name, and he's like, can we really trust a guy that doesn't have like a white identity? Yeah, he asked him if he doesn't believe that this man can protect white identity. That's literally his words. I don't, what the fuck?
I don't think it needs any more protecting. I'm just saying. So,
that's so weird. I think Nick Fuentes is kind of weird because I'm like, isn't your name Hispanic? But yet you really don't like Jews and African American people.
Well, his name is Spanish. People seem to misunderstand this all the time when it comes to like Spanish last names. Where is Spain? It's in Europe, right?
Oh, you're asking.
yeah.
Is that rhetorical for everybody? Oh,
Yeah, just
I
because
know
you have a
it's
Spanish name doesn't mean you have anything to do with Mexico or the Caribbean islands. You could literally just have ancestors that were from Spain, which is Europe. So, and also Spanish is a colonizer language. Just so you'll know, people in Mexico that live there now, most of them were Taino before that, and they didn't fucking speak Spanish. So,
well, there's actually a few tribes, but yes, they did not speak Spanish. It's because the conquistadors conquered.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Anyway,
and that's why part of what do they call South America? So Brazil is like the only country there that speaks Portuguese. Everyone else speaks Spanish.
yeah, it's because they were conquered by Portugal.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Anyway, this is depressing. We can go somewhere else.
Yeah, let's do some fun shit.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Actually, I want to talk about. I mean, I haven't purchased the game, but I do want to pick it up. But I guess who's been playing the Astro game?
I haven't played it yet because I've been killing the Tyranids, for the Imperium. The game is fun. Yeah,
well, the Astro game with when you brought your PS5, it came with a free copy of it, and that was pretty fun. Like you're just exploring like a random world as I want to say it's Astro Boy, but I don't think it's Astro Boy because that's an anime
cartoon. Yeah, it's just his name is just Astro.
Yeah. It's Astro Bot.
Astro Bot. Yeah, I thought it was Astro Bot.
I thought it was just called Astro.
Astro Bot.
I think it's Astro Bot.
Is it Astro Bot the newest one?
Yes. Yes and no.
Yes.
Is that the name of the character? Shit.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah,
I thought.
Wait, no.
Oh, here, Astro Bot, PS5 game. Yes, the name of the game is Astro Bot.
Well, that's the name of the game, but what's the name of the character?
Astro.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ, who's on third? Come on, guys. Are we doing this?
I don't know. I don't own this game, but I know the game is called Astro Bot because everyone keeps talking about it. So.
Yeah,
okay, the last. Wait, no. So they had a VR game called Astro Bot Rescue Mission.
Oh my god, you guys are killing me.
No, I'm trying to find. I'm like trying to go through the list to see where the hell the last one was called.
Was it Astro's Playworld or something like that?
Yeah,
there's Astro Playground, Astro's Playroom.
There's
Astro Bot Rescue, which is before that. This is a PS4 game.
Yeah.
So Astro Bot Rescue is 2018. Astro's Playroom is 2020. Excuse me.
Yeah, Playroom was free on the PS5 when you got it, and that was a lot of fun.
It was fun.
It kind of had that feel of like was it not Sackboy, but Little Big Planet. I mean, Sackboy is a game too, but it's like a spinoff of Little Big Planet. But like it has that Little Big Planet feel to it. But I don't know. Watching the trailers and stuff for the game, it looks pretty fun. It looks like an open world, like creative little toy box sandbox type of game, which I'm down for. I thought somebody played it because I see it on the list as a down for review.
So I'm pretty sure Prodigy plans. So this is Prodigy's deal. He'll talk shit about games that he wants to buy or he plans on playing, but then he doesn't buy them for like years on end. So he's been talking about. First, he was talking about buying Cyberpunk. Then the reviews came in, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm hesitant now. Now I'm not so sure." They cleaned up the game and released DLC and released the fucking anime. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get it." He still to this day does not have it. So, and the game, I'm pretty sure the game is $40 now, or less. So,
it's funny. I was having me and Lando. We usually have after jiu-jitsu, we have dinner at a place that's like near here called La Nacional. So if you're ever in Chula Vista on like a Monday, usually at La Nacional, grabbing a drink and some tacos or some shit in downtown Chula Vista at like 8:30ish. Anyway, he was talking to me and he said he didn't understand what Futas were because we were talking about Prodigy, and he's like I can't even find it online. I was like, bro, turn your safe search off.
Oh yeah.
I told him to spell it.
No. I'll give a caveat. To be fair, the official term is Futanari.
But if you look up Futa with your safe search off, you will find it.
Yes, you'll find it. But if you want the official term, or like if you want the I guess the Wikipedia dictionary.com version.
Urban Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary is Futa. But if you want the official, like, I guess PG to PG-13 term, then Futanari. Or Futanari, where it ended in I.
So wait, is it a hermaphrodite or is it a chick with a...
Yeah, just let them look it up. Just let the listeners look it up.
Yeah, let them look it up.
Yeah.
Let them figure it
I'm
out
confused.
for themselves.
I'm confused now.
So it's hella funny. So I ran into this problem literally a couple weeks ago. So I was talking shit to my cousin, and he was talking to me. I'm like, you just like being topped by Futa. He's like, what the fuck's Futa? Well, how do you not know what Futa is after all the shit that we watched together?
This is not a common term.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know what it is. So he looked it up on his phone, and it wasn't coming up. Something else came up. I don't know. I don't remember what it was. So I had to tell him the actual full term, and then I hear him screaming, "Oh my god, no, I don't like that. You like that." And so we just got into a big argument.
Okay, this is funny. So I'm gonna read. So I'm looking at Urban Dictionary for Futa, right? I'm gonna read off the sentence, and you tell me what you think Futa means, because it has multiple meanings. So it says Futa is absolutely necessary to ensure the structure and integrity of a modern society. Like,
oh my god!
So in this term, Futa is an acronym for Federal Unemployment Tax Act.
Bullshit!
Oh wow!
They made that shit up. Yeah, they made that. I feel like they made that shit up.
No, I think that is a real thing. Let me see.
Hold on, wait, hold on. Give it to me one again. What was this? What?
Federal Unemployment Tax Act.
I feel like that was somebody that was, for the people that made that made up those acronyms. He was trying to get that acronym like forever in his life.
So it's funny, like, you know how like dictionaries how
have liability
meetings, like there's different meetings, and it'll say like one, all that means Federal Unemployment Tax Act. For two, it says girls with penis.
Wow.
Oh man. All right.
Yeah, the federal Unemployment
Tax Act with state employment systems provides for payments of unemployed compensation to workers who have lost their jobs. Most employers pay both a federal and a state unemployment tax.
That's not what it means in Japanese.
So the government can Futa you.
So check this shit out. This bill was passed in 1939.
Oh, well before.
Damn.
Right. It probably existed back in the day too. Like it's in Japanese, so
yeah. Wow. And there's actually a bunch of questions. It's $42 an employee. You know what? I'm just gonna click.
So
gonna apply.
Since we're talking about like taxes and stuff, like one thing I learned this week, maybe I've learned it before and just totally slipped my mind, but the way that the whole tax bracket system works.
Oh yeah.
Like I just thought like, okay, tax bracket, you fall into a tax bracket, that's how much they take out of your whole entire paycheck. And that is not how it works. Basically, every bracket takes out a certain portion from your paycheck. So say like you make, let's say easy one, you make $50,000. The first 10,000 falls into the first tax bracket, so they take out like 10% out of that bracket. Well, between 10,001 and 20,000, that falls into the tax bracket 2, which is like 12%. So they take 12% out of that 10,001 to 20,000. So they take out 12% from $10,000 already, basically. So every time you go up a bracket, the section of that bracket gets taken out of your paycheck. So even though you might fall, your top bracket might be like 22%, like it's 22% off the very top portion of your pay and not the entire thing. And I was like, why don't they teach this in school? Because I feel like I never knew that. I just thought tax bracket, that's how much they take out your entire paycheck, which is crazy.
Did you guys not have econ in high school?
We did, but we talked about how to make cupcakes.
Oh, econ, economics, not home ec.
Oh,
yeah. So like,
I don't know if I took it.
So economics was required for my school. Like you couldn't graduate unless you took economics. So
when I was in Iraq, I was in the second highest tax bracket you can have in the U.S.
Damn.
Yeah, but as you know, I guess you were a naturalized citizen, but you're working overseas, so they give you, even though you're in that bracket, they end up like cutting stuff down based on what you can deduce and claim and all that other shit.
Well, so yes and no. There's caveats. Yeah. So and it's only for a certain amount of money. It's not for all of it. So the thing about when you're working overseas and you're still a U.S. citizen and you're getting paid by a U.S. company, You can be what's kind of like in like an expat status. So basically, what it means is if you stay outside the U.S. for 335 days, you can write off the first $100,000 in taxes.
Mm-hmm.
So no, it doesn't get rid of like all your taxes, but
No, you still got to pay something.
yes, but if you pay normal tax, like so, if you don't adjust your W-2 and you just pay normal taxes, you get back a fucking fat refund. So like the first time I was in Iraq, I got back $44,000 in taxes. $44,000 in taxes.
God damn.
It was crazy. But the thing is, if you come back to the United States like early, and you're not outside for 335 days, you're gonna owe a ton. So
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, every time you break something early, you get taxed a shit ton. Like your 401k, which everyone pretty much gets nowadays, mostly. If you cash out, if you cash out before it like matures, they can tell you the time limit. I think it's like 15 years or some bullshit. But if you cash that out, you get taxed a shit ton. Shit ton.
Yeah, but
you get maybe less than half of it back.
What you can do though, like if you need money, if you have a 401k, I've done this multiple times. You can just get a 401k loan. You got to pay it back, but it's super low percentage.
Collateral,
so,
right?
Yeah. So don't like if you ever have if you're in like financial, hardship or whatever, and you just need money, you can use a 401k for shit like that.
So I'm just gonna do what I normally do: is sneak into fucking Prodigy's house, take pictures of his feet, and put that shit on OnlyFans. You know how much money I make on that shit? Right. That's that side hustle right there.
People are looking at hooves.
I mean, whatever pays my rent. Give a fuck. Give me that money.
Hey, I'm pretty sure number one client is P. Diddy.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, he probably goes by an alias, so I don't know. I gotta go back to the records.
It's Diddy P or the Diddler.
Yeah. So actually, I should just look through the records and see who asked for baby oil in the pics. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do. Ask him to lube him up. I'm like, oh, hey, let me see what this is.
He's like, I never want him to walk again. It's got to be so slippery.
Uh-huh.
He's got he's on skates at all times.
He's got to look like Silver Surfer.
Or like Frozo from Incredibles. He just always just sliding and skiing.
Yeah, just sliding. Oh my goodness. He did. That dude. That's one of the What is it? That's definitely one of the bingo numbers I didn't expect this year at all.
I mean, look, Cat Williams, he said some things.
Yeah, he did.
A lot of them turned out to be very, very true. And one of them was that Diddy did a lot of things that he did not approve of. And he said, sometimes you got to tell Diddy no. And apparently Diddy offered him I think it was like $50 million twice to do some things. And, Cat Williams is little, so he'd have been used and abused. So,
yeah. He's not the only one, but also 50 Cent said the same shit.
Yep.
He said he's
called people out for a while.
Yeah, he's all, Diddy hit me up like on the weekly. I was like, you got to tell Diddy no. Like, no, I got shit that I got to do. That's wild shit, man.
There's a lyrics from an Eminem song that he calls out P. Diddy, and the way he does it is pretty fucking, I guess, genius. I mean, it's Eminem, so a lot of his lyrics are like kind of encrypted, but he basically spells out, he says rapper, but he spells it RAPER, which is not a rapper. Yeah. And he thought about, he said I wrote an essay and I left out the P. Wait, he says, they asked me if I wrote an essay, but why did I leave out the P Diddy? But did he leave the P Diddy? It's Eminem. I can't rap. So
yeah, there's also when Eminem disses MGK, there's like a Diddy diss, but then at the end of the track is all Diddy. I'm just kidding. I love you. So. It's the
you want to fucking murdered.
Yeah, I think it's the Deadshot track at the end of Deadshot. He's just like, I'm just playing Diddy. I love you. I'm like, what the fuck? Hella funny.
But I think on the news I saw today that like they had talked about how they're already going after people. Like I think like 100 and something people they have like records of that they're going to start like going after them for crazy shit. Like they kept saying these people know who they are. They've already been contacted, and it's going to be like, I don't know. This is going to be interesting development once it all starts to hit the fan.
I don't know. They said the same thing about Epstein, but Epstein was white though. So
yeah. So this says, I guess this happened yesterday. 120 more sexual abuses from another state, with 25 more. 25 of these were minors. So this is being reported in USA Today that more people are talking about, and then you have 50 Cent trying to produce a Diddy documentary.
I thought he did, didn't he?
I don't think it's
out
yet.
I think it's gonna be coming to like Netflix or something. No, I don't think it's out, but I think
it's not out yet. But
he said that it's in development. So
but he's fast tracking that. He wants that to come out.
Didn't South Park the Diddy didn't do it or something like that back in the day? Remember that?
I feel like but
South Park
Diddy did. Wait, Diddy did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think they had a thing where like the devil wanted to do stuff. It was almost like it's kind of similar to the South Park already did it thing, but it was with Diddy. Like I think the devil wanted to have like a certain kind of party, and he's like, Diddy did it.
A certain kind of party.
Yeah.
That's terrible. Anyway.
Well, there's a documentary out there already called like not Surviving P Diddy, but there's something the downfall of P Diddy.
They're surviving R. Kelly.
Yeah, there's one called The Downfall of P Diddy. I think that's out right now, but it's not by 50 Cent.
Yeah, the 51.
Luckily, pluralized his name. 50 Cents.
Cents. That's awesome. We haven't talked about this. It's been on here for weeks. I mean, I don't want to say the luster's kind of gone because they're probably still in it, but we didn't talk about the Emmys and like the historic Shogun taking like pretty much bodying everybody, winning what?
Old. That was like a couple months ago, wasn't it?
It's been like a month. No, the Emmys were early last month. That's why. But yeah, we didn't talk about it though. I mean, the Shogun won the most Emmys a show could win, or the show has ever won. And like, it's fucking crazy because most of that show is fucking subtitled,
which is great. Yeah, I'm glad it got all the awards. It was a fantastic show, and it kind of, I know they hyped it up a lot, but saying that it was like Game of Thrones. Anytime they say it's like Game of Thrones, it's like I mean, really? But yeah, I mean, it was really good. So,
like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And the thing was, apparently back in 1975, that show was like fucking. It was good, but people didn't get it because it's too cerebral, I guess. But both shows are based off the book that was out in like early to mid 70s, and both renditions have been well received. So obviously, this one has been extremely well received because it won a bunch of rewards. It made history, especially with the mostly Japanese like cast or Japanese American cast. I watched the show; it was pretty phenomenal. I feel like it ended. It definitely didn't end. It didn't complete the story, so I'm really hoping there's going to be a season 2. There should be a season 2. So it was fucking an incredible show. I really enjoyed it. So
I'm glad that
I'm looking at. Okay.
I'm just glad.
I was.
God damn it, we did it again. You go.
So I just wanted to look at the stats of the Emmys, just because I know over the years their viewership's been dropping. And for 2004 or 2024, sorry, my bad, their viewership was only 6 million people. However, this is a 54% increase from last year, because last year they had like 3,000 something people who watched, and I think that was the lowest on record.
Yeah, there was some year where like nobody black won, and I think that was like people were like, and the next year a bunch of black people won, and people were still like,
Wasn't it the Academy Awards?
Was it the Academy Awards?
It the Emmys?
I thought it was.
Might have been both.
Yeah, it might have been both. It's just it's crazy when that happens, and then they realized there was like no actual like people that voted on the stuff. Like nobody was black, so it was crazy. But this is America.
The highest point on record since 1987 for the Emmys was in 2000. They had 21.8 million viewers.
Damn.
28.1 versus 6 million. Like that's
a huge decline.
I mean, 2000s, everybody's happy to be alive because Y2K didn't happen. So 9/11 didn't happen yet. So we were good.
I will ask you this, Blue. Does the numbers include streaming? Because a lot of people watch this. This is streaming on Hulu.
Yeah, so Hulu's numbers count as like normal like viewership numbers.
Sometimes they do not count streaming numbers.
No,
So
but no. So Hulu does, because you're going through, when you watch something on Hulu, you're watching it through like CBS or ABC or whatever, so it counts as like their normal numbers. It's not like YouTube or something like that.
Yeah, let me see. It doesn't
say what their metrics are. I mean, because Hulu wasn't the only streaming service. I know there's more than one. I want to say Paramount Plus, maybe, probably not. Oh, it might have been Peacock. I think Peacock was their streaming service. But I didn't watch it. So I didn't get a chance to. But
yeah, see, you're not part of that 6 billion.
No, I was at work, so at the time, so I didn't get a chance. To watch
I think
it,
nowadays with like this generation, a lot of people will go back and like, I don't know, check a quick status to see who won and which, and also go off and see what's trending on TikTok.
Yeah, they just watch the award speech and maybe the presentation on TikTok. That's all they want.
You know what's weird to me is that the Bear won for like outstanding comedy, but I'm like, that show's not funny.
Apparently, it's listed as a comedy.
Yeah, it's a drama to me. It's not. I mean, it's funny like how dysfunctional they are, I guess, but I don't really consider that a comedy.
I don't watch.
Is that about
show. I was really good, but
it's a really good show.
Is it about like gay people in San Francisco?
No. Unfortunately,
no. It's about restaurants. Yeah. It's about restaurants.
What? How is it about? Why are they called Bear? Like,
because
like that. Is that the guy's name?
No, well, it's eventually the name of the restaurant, and I think it's like yeah. Is it the name of the restaurant, or what they call the guy? Because his name is God damn it, I forget his goddamn name now, but I'm pretty sure they call him Bear.
Yeah,
I forget his full name though.
Carmine.
Is it Carmine?
His name's Carmine. I don't know. I know.
Yeah,
I do
Carmine.
know
Carmine, something of another.
I know the Bear has been winning Emmys, and like that's the one thing about Shogun is that Shogun upset the Bear. Everyone expected, but the Bear was a darling show, and they expected to win a bunch of Emmys, and Shogun came and slapped him and said, "Who's your daddy?" So that's wild shit.
It's actually like you can't
his
trust
name's
him.
Carmen, they call him Carmi.
Yeah, Carmi, that's what it is. But like the name of the restaurant.
His last name is Burt. His last name is Burt.
What?
What is the Bear? Burt. Yeah.
Oh, what's the name's in here? The Punisher.
Yeah.
John Bernthal?
Yeah. It's a really good show. I mean,
he plays his brother.
Because like
something.
Like you get really invested in like the ancillary characters, which is really good. Because there's like some of the characters, like they seem just like kind of like nobodies, and then all of a sudden there's like a whole episode on them, and you're like, oh, like this is kind of amazing. It was just like in the one with like Hippolyta. What was the name of that show?
Lovecraft Country.
Lovecraft Country. When they had the Hippolyta episode, and all of a sudden you're just like, oh, this character is amazing. But like before that, she was just like some side character. So she was like an NPC.
Yeah, an NPC with the human flesh dildo.
Or vice president. No,
vice president.
So bad. That was some wild shit. All right, I got a Beats and BTI question for y'all. Even though Prodigy's not here, I put this on here. I didn't have a chance to ask this. So y'all ready? Who you got? Stifler's mom or Stacy's mom? Who you got?
I gotta look see what Stacy's mom looks like. You're talking about from the song, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna say
Stifler's mom or Stacy's mom.
Stacy's mom, because she had it going on.
Oh my god.
Yes, that's definitely Stacy's mom. She had a bomb. She had a body. So her mom was just a MILF, or not a MILF.
She was thick too.
Yeah, no, she was a MILF.
Yeah, because that's where the term basically came from.
That's where the term came from. Thanks to John Cho. Thank you, sir. So there you go. Cronus, are you still debating?
Still debating. Okay. I think I'm going with Stifler's mom. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going with Stifler's mom too.
She seems like a classy lady. She's out here drinking whiskey. You know.
Yeah. I mean, the movie where she's from is American Pie, which gave us the term MILF. There's literally an entire porn category based off of that term, thanks to John Cho. He gave the world the term MILF.
MILF existed before that show, though.
I don't believe so.
I'm pretty sure it did. King Arthur gave the best answer. Dexter's mom from Dexter's Laboratory, because she was thicker than a motherfucker.
Hold on,
I'm
she's
just saying.
not in the running. That's not fair. She's not in the running. I only gave her choice. You can't be shoehorning somebody up in there. That's not fair.
She wasn't even physically possible, but yeah, she was. Yeah.
You can't be doing that. And plus, she got them fucking rubber gloves on that makes things kind of weird. So no, it's Stifler's mom or Stacy's mom.
Dexter's mom.
There you go. Dexter's mom. She don't count. Because if that's the case, if you add Dexter's mom, then you got to add the mayor's secretary from Powerpuff Girls.
It's Bellum.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know why I had the name just already in the fucking chamber. Like it's just...
You had it ready to go. You're a click clack.
Yeah.
Had one in the chamber. Damn. All right.
Mom. She's
going on. Where was it that I also had on there? Oh, somebody wanted to talk about Black Myth Wukong making all kinds of money.
Yeah, apparently they've made $1 billion. $1 billion. $1 billion. Like that is so much fucking money for a video game.
That is a lot of money.
Yeah, but apparently, like most of it is from China, which I mean, money's money, obviously. But this has been like. So usually in China, most of the games there are mobile games, and so to have like a real AAA title kind of make it has been kind of amazing. So I hope that we get more video games from China because they have some really cool mythological characters. So yeah, I mean, congrats to the studio, congrats to China, you know, for putting out some something that's culturally relevant to that country, even though, you know, it's obviously highly stylized, but yeah, I think it's neat. I kind of miss the days. Like, what happened to the old school like kung fu flicks? Like, do those even exist anymore?
No, I mean, okay.
It's so hard to come by now.
So I would say that they've evolved now. You see, so stuff like I don't want to say like so if you've seen the Raid Part 2 specifically. Like, I feel like they've evolved into films like that, but you don't have a bunch of shit like, what is it? Ninja Assassin and, what's the other one? What's the one?
Okay,
what's it? Art of War? The one with Keanu Reeves and shit?
Yeah. So, no, I understand that. But what you're giving examples of, like, non-Chinese based kung fu flicks. Like, a lot of, you're giving, like, Korean examples, and there's a couple other, like... remember when there used to be specifically, like Chinese films,
form.
Yeah,
so
that were kung fu flicks.
The reason why I gave those examples is because I feel like that evolution is because it was so influential that everyone else brought it in to now they're able to make the people that grew up with those movies are able to make something in homage of those films. So
I think it kind of. I feel like they might have gone the way of like the black exploitation movies, like because we don't really see those much anymore either. Like, I think that genre is just kind of.
It's only
gone.
What's the guy's name? God damn it, Michael.
Oh, J. White.
Yeah, Michael J. White.
White.
He still does some of them. Like I didn't watch that the last one that was like the cowboy one. I need to watch that.
Yeah.
One. It came out last year. I didn't watch it.
What's it called? Something
black. I don't know.
It's like a prequel to Dynamite Black or
Black Dynamite.
Black Dynamite.
Yeah, isn't it about Black Dynamite's dad or some shit like that?
It's like his grandfather or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, I remember it has something to do like it's supposed to be like a prequel series. I was like, what the fuck? I just haven't seen it yet.
I know.
I mean, I've seen Black Dynamite. I've seen both, most of the animation and the movie.
Oh, the animation was off the hook.
Yeah, probably the best one was the one you were talking about. Was the one where him and OJ link up again. He's so pissed at OJ over something stupid. It was fucking hilarious because he left him on an oil rig at the end. He had to he doesn't swim to the shore. He he hip thrusts all the way to the fucking shore. It's so fucking hilarious. Yelling "Swee" the whole time.
It's called the Outlaw Johnny Black.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. And it was on Amazon Prime, but I think it was pulled. But I think I purchased it or rented it, but never got a chance to watch it.
That's unfortunate.
Outlaw.
If you say so. We didn't talk about Secret Level, which I'm very anticipating. I think it's on Prime, is it not? Prime only. Secret Level looks like it's a bunch of like cutscenes that got cut from all these games, and they just merged them all to a movie, which sounds like an amazing idea.
We're talking about.
I mean,
Secret Level.
Yeah.
Somebody did that with like the Injustice game. They took all the cutscenes and put it together and basically made a movie out of it.
Yeah, I feel like that's what Ace Rain kind of does. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it because it gives me the Love, Death, and Robots kind of feel, which is an amazing fucking show.
Well, it's by the same
on
people.
Netflix.
So, it's by the same producers. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So there you go. That's why it looks awesome. Secret Level looks freaking amazing.
And it's also running on the latest Unreal Engine. So if you watch the Unreal presentation, they highlighted the show, which is great.
Oh, shit. This is 15 episodes. 15. And it premieres December 10th. That's not too far away.
Yeah.
So,
you know what's crazy? So like one of the episodes that is in the anthology is about the Unreal Tournament, which probably nobody understands like what the fuck that is like today. But it's like that used to be the game that really highlighted the Unreal Engine, and it was also a fun as fuck game to play. And they haven't made a new game in like forever. It's been at least 10 years. So
no,
it's funny because every time I think about that, when they talk about like, oh, it's the Unreal Engine, it's the Unreal Engine, I was like, wasn't that a game like back in like the late 90s? Like they're still using the same gaming techniques from the same game, but
it's an homage to that game because Unreal made that studio. It made Epic Games. So Epic Games, which is the house of Gears of War, before they moved it to Coalition, they were using the same tools, which they just basically used for Unreal every year. So I think Unreal was coming out yearly, if I remember.
Yeah, they did Unreal 2, then Unreal Tournaments, and that was pretty much almost annualized, almost.
Yeah, so it was pretty because they were using the same tools, and they came together, and everyone was like, "Hey, these are really good tools. Can we use these?" So they decided to build an engine and license that shit out. And so a bunch of game developers, that and the Quake engine, those are the two big ones that I remember. But everyone was licensing them out and trying to make all their games based on that. Off of that one
technically, the Unreal Engine is free
now.
Yeah, but if you start making money, then it's not free no more.
You got to pay them.
You got to pay them. But you can build a game in the Unreal Engine if you want. So
yeah, you can also use Unity, Game Maker, whatever they got, whatever version they got now. There's a couple other ones I think that are probably not as good, but there's an old Quake engine you can probably pick up somewhere. But definitely you can use Unreal Engine 5. It's a free version. It doesn't have all the tools. I know if you want to get all the tools, you need to pay for that. But it's better than buying the whole, because the engine itself, I'm pretty sure is like 10 to 20 grand. Easy.
Blue's got a monster flying around.
Yeah, there's a moth in here.
Is that what you're doing? I thought you were playing with nunchucks. What's happening?
He's pulling like a handkerchief.
If he gets thrown across his desk, I'm gonna be like, oh, time to move.
It was moth run.
Time to move. Yeah. Oh damn, you gotta move. Yeah, it's some crazy shit. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Secret Level. I can't wait. Because I really like Love, Death, and Robots, and I understand that animation it's not easy and it takes a long fucking time. But I need more of that in my life. So I can't fucking wait. Even though I should be watching Terminator Zero, I tried watching, I just haven't finished it, and I need to watch. Is anybody watching Twilight of the Gods?
No, I've been watching. I've been catching up on Solar Opposites. So yeah,
okay,
almost.
Oh, dude. So I didn't realize they're like 6 seasons in or some shit.
Yeah, I didn't realize that either. And then like I was like, God damn! And like it gets
I thought they were
like
maybe 3.
No, it's like honestly, they keep getting. There's only been one episode I didn't like, because it was kind of like way too like old school WB cartoonish, like Wile E. Coyote shit, like literally. But even that episode, it got funnier eventually. But there's like 3 distinct different storylines in this show now, maybe 4. So there's like the Schlorpians, which is like the main family. There's the people in the wall, which is like
the best.
That's like yeah, it's awesome. And then now there's like this whole Silver Cops thing, where the Silver Cops are kind of like they're kind of like the Green Lantern Corps.
What? Oh, I'm high.
Yeah, dude,
Oh my God.
it's so funny because like there's basically like there's this guy who gets shot by one of the Slorpings like in the foot, and so they end up like shooting him off into space just to like get rid of him, and then he ends up getting picked up by like these Silver Cops, and it's like what the guy that gets shot, he's like kind of like a piece of shit dude. He's like a car guy, and so he's big into like Fast and Furious, and he's just like kind of a douchebag, and they make this guy a Silver Cop, and then it ends up being there's like all this corruption with the Silver Cops, and it's really funny, dude.
What?
Like
I'm
seriously.
hella behind. So the last I was watching was the season they replaced Justin Roiland, and that's when homeboy, what the fuck, the main guy. His voice goes from English to fucking. He has a British accent
because he got shot. He got stabbed in the throat.
Yeah, and they told me like, and he's like, my voice changed. You need to fucking deal with it, and they just literally move on.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, so that's how they're gonna do him? I couldn't. I literally paused the show and fucking died laughing. I'm like, damn, they did Justin dirty. But even though he was like acquitted or whatever, or he didn't even go to trial. Oh yes, he did. He was acquitted. But still, it's still fucking funny because they said, "Fuck you, I have a new voice. Get over it."
Yeah.
And like just fucking ran with it. I was like, oh my God.
Dude, I don't even know where I left off on that. I think
I left off.
I started watching season 2. Yeah, I don't know if I finished season 2.
Yeah, definitely keep watching because like once you get into like the whole like the wall people like storyline, it's like honestly that could be its own show. Because it's like
the wall is its own show. I'm super invested in the wall. So where I left off with the wall was homegirl came back, she thought she was dead. She came back and tried to kill the leader, and he was like he got fucked up into some fight, and so he had this dream that he escaped and all this stuff, and he didn't know he had a kid. And so, like, and then he dies.
Well, because he had lead poisoning because he was drinking out of that one cup.
Yeah,
and it was like lead
being so small, the concentration was higher. Oh my God.
Yeah. So after that, because I was like after the first, that was after Wall War One.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh my God, I love it.
Yeah, and then and then it gets better because like that woman, she ends up having a baby, like the only baby in the wall. The name is Pesley.
Oh yeah.
And then they end up like getting like this whole religion behind Pesley, like the boat people. Shit. Yeah, and there's like this whole like they build a wall in the wall to like separate the sides, dude.
Oh shit, I haven't gone that far yet.
Oh man.
So there's a way to get out of the wall.
Yes.
And they're debating they're all debating, should we tell the people? No, I know, everyone in here, they seem pretty happy. They have new lives here. Let's just keep them happy. So they don't tell nobody about the wall. But they also, I don't remember if they find out that she was still alive because they had statues of where she died. Like they tried to I think they named the wall after her.
I'm not gonna get that part away. But yeah, there's
I'm right there. That's where I'm at. I'm at with the show. Holy shit, I forgot.
It gets so good, dude.
It's so fucking funny. I remember dying. The two kids are fucked up. They're like, they say the fucking meanest shit to each other I've ever fucking heard. And they're supposed to be siblings.
There's an episode where they turn into humans, and it's really funny. Yeah, it's really funny.
You can only imagine. Oh my God!
I gotta be back in this show.
Yeah,
because it's like a PG version of
it's not PG. It's not PG.
Well, no, I'm saying it's a PG version of Rick and Morty. Like it's not as raunchy as Rick and Morty is.
No,
it is pretty raunchy.
Yeah, you gotta keep watching.
It has been a while since I watched it.
So the first season of The Wall, they have sex. That's how she got pregnant. They literally, and so the funny shit is they're having sex while fucking the fucking baby is watching them. What the fuck they call the baby?
Oh, the pupa.
Yeah, the pupa's watching them. He's like watching with fucking popcorn as they're fucking. God.
Their pet alien, or whatever.
Well, he's a terraformer. Technically, he's a supercomputer. So he's supposed to. The pupa is supposed to terraform the planet, but they're supposed to get sent. They're supposed to get sent to a planet that's empty, and so they're like, well, what do we do? Like they're still trying to like make him like terraform eventually, but you're not supposed to terraform a planet that has people on it.
Oh.
So it's kind of fun. It's kind of messed up.
It is messed up.
One of the reasons why I went back and started watching this show is because like my physical therapist, like she was talking about how she watched Rick and Morty. So we're talking about that, and she's like, "Well, do you watch Solar Opposites?" And I was like, I was watching it. I just kind of stopped, and then so I started watching it again because she's like, "You got to keep watching it." And so I did, and I was like, oh man. And I told her about like the whole voice change thing. And she was like, oh, I didn't even notice. I was like,
Yeah,
what?
you lying. I know you lying. He goes from American shit to a British fucking accent.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way you can't notice that that's fucking happening.
Well, she probably didn't know like the
funny.
story behind it.
No, she
like,
didn't.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because that shit. I mean, that shit's fucked up, but it's fucking funny. So the pupa is probably my favorite character because every week he goes into some like kind of startup mode almost, where he's supposed to fucking terraform, and they find out it's like a false alarm or it didn't work right or something. And like he talks every now and then, like he was obsessed with Beyblade, like he did some fucked up shit to get a Beyblade. That shit was fucking hilarious. Oh my god, this was hella funny. I gotta get back to that shit. That shit was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, the shows. If you're not watching it, just watch the show. It doesn't start off like the best, but they keep layering on like more and more storylines, and it's incredible.
I want to say it started out pretty good. It just got better over time.
Yeah.
So,
did they got a Halloween special coming up?
Yeah, they do. I think it's like the third one.
Yeah, because I've watched a couple because their Halloween specials are like an hour or more. So
yeah,
the last one I saw was like an hour. So it's fucking crazy, and all the episodes are on Hulu. And the thing I couldn't go over, I had to distance it from Rick and Morty because Roiland was the voice of Rick, and the main dude he sounded like fucking Rick. So now he doesn't, he still has that weird kind of nihilistic attitude, but he wants to be like Overlord, but not really. It's fucking hilarious. So
you know what? The seasons aren't very long. They're like 12.
It's like 11 episodes.
11 or 12. Yeah. You can probably power through it.
You could. Probably even funnier is their ship computer is Tiffany Haddish.
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious.
I'm surprised she didn't get fired.
Yeah, right. I was about to say.
No, she's still up on there. So
she's probably had some Diddy parties. I'm just saying.
Oh damn. Yeah,
she got canceled back in the day. People kind of forget about that for like doing some weird shit with miners or something like that. So
yeah,
I have no idea.
Not the miners that mine stuff from the ground, but you know, like the Drake kind of miners is what I'm talking about.
A miner.
Double down on it.
Maybe you know what? That's crazy. I need to get back into the show. I kind of stopped watching too because it's like, I think I finished the season. And I didn't know when the next one's coming, so I stopped watching. And I checked like a couple weeks ago. I'm like, how the fuck is this on 6 seasons?
Yeah.
Like how the fuck? So now I have plenty of shit to watch. So that's perfect. Perfect.
You know what? The show I still watch kind of religiously is Futurama. Like they have a new season that came out, and they've been having some pretty fun episodes and kind of poking at some pop culture stuff. Like one of the things they poked at recently is with AI. Like Lita had issues like finding a friend, and so she like had like an AI friend that she was spending thousands of dollars talking to. But that's
Megan. That's Megan. That's Megan. Have you seen Megan? That's pretty much Megan. You just described Megan.
What do you mean?
Have you seen the movie Megan where they make an AI doll?
But this was just an AI like this, like it was almost like a
chatbot.
900 number. Yeah, like a chatbot.
Okay.
Yeah, so
that became aware.
This is just kind of like if you give a shit about the planet kind of thing. If you give a shit about the planet, stop using AI for dumb shit like Google searches. Just search on Google. And if you see the little AI ad come up for like, don't click on it. Just like go for your search. The reason why I'm telling you that is because it takes up way more resources to run an AI query than it does to just do a goddamn Google search. It's like literally the difference between like using a supercomputer and using like, I don't know, a fucking desktop to like search for shit. Yeah. It's like AI is not there. I feel like it's being misused for like the amount of resources that it actually takes up. And it's kind of stupid.
Well, we are halfway to Skynet. So there you go.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, ChatGPT just updated to add like voice, like actual having full-on conversations.
Yeah, it's just
with AI bot.
It's more resources that is just like, Skynet. At this point, do we need it? Like, I don't understand.
Skynet.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, John Connor tried to tell us, and y'all playing with Skynet. Like, y'all fucking up. As long as they don't build it in the Bay, build it out in Texas because they want it. There you go. Build that shit in Texas. They're trying to take over Texas, and then try to blow us all up. So you know, that's some wild shit. Oh my goodness.
Jesus Christ!
What happened?
The average cost to develop. Oh, this is AI software. Okay, it's not the actual search. I'm trying to look for the actual cost that it does for like a query, and it's like it's significantly more than it is for like a Google search.
For now, but yeah. I mean, what do you really need it for? I mean, I guess if you're doing academic stuff, academic searches, maybe. But if you're looking up fucking what's on Hulu and the best shows or Disney Plus or whatever, it's not that important.
Yeah, it's kind of we got just search engine will do, especially given the fact that the power requirements for these things are crazy, and like we haven't like significantly built out our infrastructure for power yet.
Not yet.
It's so bad now that Microsoft is literally leasing part of 3 Mile Island's nuclear power plant and turning it back on because they need the power.
Yeah, they need power. Yeah, I've heard about that.
Plus, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say the power with heat and power, because apparently we're not the only ones with the heat unless you live in San Diego, apparently. But
with
other
what?
places with these heat issues,
the
power draw is getting like this. Some of them are old infrastructures; they can't handle that much power output. And so, like today, half a street block was out because the fucking power went out. People had everything on.
Yeah, and it's not even just it's the compounding issue of like electrifying everything, including our cars, and adding AI on top of that. When we have not built, very many new. Yes, we have solar, but that's like still we don't have any way to, not any way, but we don't have enough batteries to store it right now. Like nobody's thought about these things since people invent shit sometimes and don't think about the consequences like later on. And so when we start having like mass brownouts, we're right in this episode.
It's like if you're playing like that I don't want to go through the analogy. Like there's what's it called? An idle game, basically. Like there's games out there where like you have like your character do one thing, and like if it doesn't have enough resources to do one thing, it just kind of slows everything down, and so you have to spend money on this other resources to build up so you get more resources. So yeah, so it's basically that.
Sometimes those characters would just fucking stop. I've had that shit where they run out of resources, they stop. And I'm like, why am I not getting these resources? I gotta go individually first I gotta find this fucker and then find out why you're not outputting, and then see like, oh, your resource is gone, so you just stop working. And I gotta reassign you to a new task.
Like an RTS game?
Yeah. Exactly like not like an RTS, exactly like a fucking RTS.
That's what's kind of cool. Like the latest generation of RTS is like it'll tell you when you have an idle worker. You just get that motherfucker back to work. You get them lunch breaks, bitch.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
Like StarCraft 2, it'll tell you when you have idle workers.
I have not played a fucking RTS since like Star Trek Armada. That was the last one.
Yeah, do play StarCraft 2. Really good. To this day.
It's free.
Actually, it's free right now on Game Pass.
Really? Yeah. Shit. So you know what just came out, right? Even though I can't talk. Well, I can't speak on it because I didn't know you had to buy it. It was fucking Starfield Shattered Space. It was $40.
Yeah.
So I thought it was fucking free, but I'm like, there's no way they're gonna release this shit and make it free. They need to make money somehow. Well, $40 isn't that bad. It's pretty standard for average DLC, which I want to get it to Outlaws, but I'm gonna wait till Prodigy's back before I choose my Outlaw review because I'm about to finish the game. Finally, I put in like almost 70 hours in the fucking game.
Nice,
but yeah, I'm enjoying the game. But I will put the positives and the negatives on this shit. But it's the same kind of fucking thing. It's just like I have like this huge backlog. I bought fucking Resident Evil 4 like a year and a half ago. It's still in cellophane. So there you go. And I still got the first Futa I'm playing. Then Futas need to be shooting shit out.
Trying to find the list. I was like, where the fuck's the list? Hey, if you are in San Diego County, or anywhere near here, there's a thing called the Imaginarium 360 that is dope like heroin. If you have kids, take them. Even if you want to go by yourself, it's cool too. Just look it up. Imaginarium 360. It's at the Las Avenidas, or no, what is it called? Las Americas. It's in San Ysidro. Basically, it's that one mall where you can see the border from.
I know exactly. Oh, so you never went to my cousin's house? I took Prodigy with me. So his backyard was Mexico because he lives in San Ysidro.
Yep, it's like right there. It's right at the border.
Yeah, right there. So when my sister stayed with our cousin, they're like, "Hey, we want to go to Mexico." So they literally walked to the border. It took like 8 minutes from his house to walk to the border. Like that's how close to they are. I was like, what the fuck? And there's signs that tell you this is the last U.S. exit. Like when you're there, I'm like, what the fuck?
That's what you got to do when you go to this mall. It's literally the last exit.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Where the fuck are we? And there's this big ass fucking fence too, and this big ass border patrol fucking thing.
It's a wall.
I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, it's a fence, but still, the fence is fucking very high, very fucking high with a curved top. So I'm like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, San Ysidro is an interesting little community, but pretty cool. What happened to Blue?
He's trying to kill that Mothra. Maybe it got him. I don't know. I saw him flying around again. So.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
He's all, he busted out the flamethrower. He's all, I'm gonna get you, bitch. God dang. Someone just show this shit. Oh, you're gonna talk about it's October. You're gonna do what you
It is October.
normally do?
I'm doing my thing. I'm doing sober October again. So sleeping for me is terrible once again. So,
wait, wait, what? It should be fucking static.
No, it's hard for me to sleep.
Really?
Okay. Especially if I don't take melatonin. So it's like I'm not a very good sleeper. Yeah.
Wait. You're including melatonin in your sobriety?
Yeah, sometimes I do. Like yeah, he's back. He got Mothra.
Okay.
Really back. I got it. It's dead.
Oh shit. Oh. Yep. I said you bust out the flamethrower to get that bitch.
Either that or I took over my body. I don't fucking know.
Damn.
You are now part moth.
No, I continue listening to Pandemic, which is a book that Kronos had recommended.
Oh, it's a great series. Just fucked
it's
up.
Like the third book of what's the first two called? It was like
Infected.
Contagion and Infected. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, so what are you guys talking about? Sorry.
I was just going to talk about Sober October for a second. So yeah, I'm doing Sober October again. Just started yesterday, obviously, and yeah, sometimes I literally will drop all drugs, which includes melatonin and caffeine. But I did some caffeine accidentally yesterday. I had like a Celsius, and I didn't think about it, and pre-workout.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I didn't take any pre-workout today though. Did I take any Celsius? No.
Yeah,
no.
I've been cutting back on Celsius because apparently everyone keeps saying there's some chemical compound that apparently is supposed to be bad for you. So I've been drinking Ghost every now and then.
Give you a little Richard.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's supposed to be like I guess too much of it can be carcinogenic. Maybe, possibly. I don't fucking know. But
tastes good.
We'll see. It does taste good. And like Ghost, it says 0 sugar, but it tastes like there's fucking a ton of sugar in that shit.
It's probably sucralose or erythritol or something like that. So
I don't know. I don't have a can with me. I don't really drink it that often, but I've been trying to drink more fucking water.
That's what I noticed during Sober October is that I'm forced to drink way more water. So like usually I drink like a half a gallon, maybe a gallon, but on Sober October it's like a gallon minimum, if not 2.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's a lot of water.
So it makes me think, like, am I literally dehydrated all the time when when I'm not sober?
I don't know, maybe.
Well, they say it's easier to drink at least 3 glasses or 8 glasses of a beer, or it's either to drink 8 glasses of beer than it is to drink eight glasses of water.
Yeah.
Like I just had a beer right now and it's easy. But for me, I love water. I love drinking water. Drink water all the time. And I'm glad my son loves it too. He'd rather drink water than like juice or anything like that.
That's good. Yeah. You want to talk about Pandemic? The book? Jesus.
Well, we all
like the one we're in.
Yeah.
Well, right now I'm only in. I just started listening to it because I've been listening. I started a couple of other audiobooks. I wanted to take a quick break away from it, and then I'm kind of getting back to it. But I am barely at the part where the 2 characters are talking about divorce. So I'm still like chapter maybe 3 or 4. So I'm not that far deep into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to start like an audio book club.
Just like a book club in general.
We've been saying this for 5 years now.
Yeah. Well, I have some really good ones that I've been listening to, and actually I had to physically read one book right now. It's called Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome. It's a really good fucking book.
Okay.
And then I think it's called The Liberated Parent or something like that. That's another one that I read that was really good. Actually, I'll look at my phone.
Because the book I was talking about recently called Raw, like I finished the first book of that, and it was very interesting. But man, there's like, I mean, I'm like any other person out there. Like I enjoy sex and stuff like that, but like listening to it is just not my cup of tea. Like it's not for me. I mean, it's cool and all, but like, dude was smashing like everything. Like he ran into like a half lizard chick, was like, damn, I want to sleep with her. I'm like, you already got 2 bad bitches at home. Like, come on, dog. Like just clear your loin.
He wants that macaroni noises. Just saying.
Yeah, and then like other chicks, like she's totally cool with him smashing other chicks as long as she just remembers her and loves her for who she is. I'm like, damn, like, wow.
them Diddy parties be calling to them folks, I guess. Some of y'all can't help it. It's up there wilding. That's wild shit. Speaking of which, Cronus, is your hardcover books or I guess paper books stacked in growing? Or
for my
not?
comics?
No. You said you're reading more like hardcover books or more physical books.
Yeah, well, especially because like the one that I got, I had to get in physical form because they don't have it in audiobook for some reason, even though it's been out for a while. So yeah, and I do have some other books that are physical books because I want to make sure that I start getting them in physical books. It's actually nice to like actually sit down and like read a book. Because like right now, so my daughter. I try to get her to read for at least 15 minutes before she goes to bed. And it's certainly easier if I'm sitting down reading a book too. Because she sees that I'm reading and then she's reading too. So that's nice. So yeah, I got the first 2 Dungeon Crawler Carl books, which is one of my favorite lit RPG series of all time. He's had paperbacks for a long time, but he just did a Kickstarter like I think last year, maybe this year, to like make hardcovers for them. And they're really cool hardcovers. I actually got Lando to read them too. I know the 3rd one comes out sometime this month, maybe like in the next couple days. But I've listened to, I'm already caught up on, because there's like 6 books out, so I'm caught up on the books just on audio. And it's interesting because like in the audiobook form, like the narrator is like a really good narrator. And so it's going to be interesting to like read the book, but then hear his voice in my head while I'm reading it. So yeah.
That's funny. Yeah. Oh, that reminds me of Blues, like Be the BTI, your whole inner monologue. Like, whose voice do you hear? That shit still was wild to me.
It is weird.
It is.
Yeah, he had a Be the BTI question a couple weeks ago about his wife and inner monologues.
I remember because I was there.
Well, it's interesting too because like there's you have your inner monologue, but then you also have that intrusive thoughts that pops up too. Ooh. And those things are fucking weird. Like you have no control. Because the main reason why I brought it up was because Stuff You Should Know was talking about intrusive thoughts. And that brought up the question of like, well, they didn't bring it up, but I was listening somewhere else about like how some people have an inner monologue and some don't. And it's like, that's really weird. But then it makes you like to explain it to somebody who doesn't have one makes you sound like you're crazy.
Yeah, somebody's always narrating everything going on around you.
Yeah.
Intrusive thoughts is like that's a serious one because like if you have too many of them, like go see a therapist. So
yeah. But if you have Morgan Freeman up in there, you're probably doing pretty good.
Maybe not because that guy was dating his step granddaughter. I'm never gonna let that fucking die. Dude could be dead. I'm still gonna bring that shit up.
So, actually, I was about to segue into something, and Warrior Fellows asked Beating BTI question plays kind of into this. So his question is, what's on your Halloween 2024 watch list?
Well, the Solar Opposites special. I gotta watch Treehouse of Horrors. You know, it's another one that's on the watch list always. I don't watch scary movies, so all that's up to y'all.
Okay.
Like if you have for like a list of like what movies we will watch for Halloween this year, or just like
I mean, because you know during spooky season they try to release a lot, especially with streaming, a lot of fucking Halloween or spooky shit during this time. So,
see, I love J horror movies. Like J horror and K horror movies are just second to none. Like American stuff doesn't.
Hold up. I was about to say, you might want to clarify for people who think they're intrusive thoughts.
Yeah. So J-horror is Japanese horror movies and Korean horror movies. Like the suspense they have on these is ridiculous. Like one of my favorite ones, or there's one called Shudder, where there's basically this girl, she finds a camera, and whenever she takes a picture of somebody, like their face or something is distorted, and they end up like, it's almost like The Ring, but these people end up dying.
Hold on, is
they made an American version of it?
Yeah,
no, the one Jessica Alba is called The Eye. That's the one with the girl. She gets the eye to somebody else, but they did make an American version of it. Actually, what's Jessica Alba in it? Because now I'm thinking about it, I'm trying to wonder if she was in there.
Yeah, that sounds like a Jessica Alba movie, but yeah.
Another one that came out was called there's one that takes place inside of a dorm, and I can't remember what it was called, but it was like really good. And like
is it Scream Queens? Because Scream Queens was
no, this is another J horror movie. But like The Grudge, The Ring, like all those old school ones. But I think my favorite, I'm trying to think, what's my favorite scary movie of all time? I want to say the Paranormal Activity was pretty good when it first came out, like the first one before it became all like mainstream, because it was like really fucking scary. Like I remember I saw it because it was limited screening, like you only can watch it at midnight at select theaters, and I drove all the way to Santa Cruz to watch it.
Damn.
And like I like started posting about it on different avenues, and like if you bought the DVD for the first movie, at the end they have like a trailer of like people who sponsored the movie, and my name's on there because I sponsored it. Like my name is on there, you can find it, and it's not just like a random another, like there somebody matches my name. Like my name is a little bit unique, so like you can tell that it's me. But yeah, like I'm on there, and I just thought that was really cool. But yeah, the first movie was like, yo, I can't go to sleep. I need to sleep with the lights on. Like that's how bad it was. But it's been a while since I had a scary movie that had me like captivated. Oh, you know what? Haunting on Haunter's Hill or something like that on Netflix. That was really good. I forgot about that one. Because that one, just the end had that crazy fucking plot twist. I was like, whoa, I did not see that coming. And then they made a sequel using the same people. Like,
oh yeah, I'm about to say don't give it away. I haven't. No, that leads into my shit. But go ahead.
But yeah, that's it for me.
So I guess piggybacking off of what Blue said. So was it Haunting of Hill House, which everyone fucking watched? I haven't seen it. I've watched like the first 10 seconds, and then the sequel is the Haunting of Blythe Manor. Never seen that shit either. And then what's coming out soon? Everyone was talking about it. Is Smile 2? Everyone said Smile was pretty. Smile looked average to me, and like apparently it did pretty well. So there's a sequel, literally, I think this week or next week. Also, I've never seen Smile or Smile 2, so I'm gonna probably try to check this out. I just watched It Follows last night, which is very weird because it's about a sexually transmitted haunting, I guess. I was like, what the fuck? But it was actually pretty creepy. But I like
some of them ghost nuts.
Yeah. So basically, in order to get this like curse off of you, you have to spread the curse to somebody else. So you give it to people like herpes.
It's basically the same. It's almost the same premise as Smile.
I haven't seen Smile, so but yeah, it's crazy. And I really like Naomi Scott, who's in Smile too. She plays a pop star. Nosferatu. So there's a new version of it.
It's a classic.
The trailer looks pretty good. I kind of want to watch that one. I didn't get to watch the one with Willem Dafoe. I'm gonna try to. I think it's on Paramount Plus. But I'm trying to watch as many kind of spooky shit as I can, especially shit that I have not watched yet. Like I never saw Midnight Mass. Everyone loves that one. Never saw it. The hauntings, like I was talking about, I didn't see those. I did watch the trilogy of films. The 1986, 1999, 16. Shit, I can't remember what the fuck it was, but it has my girl in it. But
Human
those
Centipede?
are actually pretty. What's up?
Human Centipede?
No.
Oh, okay.
Even though I've seen the first two, I've seen the third one. But
yeah, after watching the second one, I don't think I can do the third one.
See
I can't either.
What's funny to me?
Was extra.
Y'all watch the edited version of that shit because that shit unedited was some fucking
That was
shit.
edited?
Oh yeah, yes, it was edited.
What?
I literally watched the night before the unedited version. It was fucked up. Fucked up.
The
Oh
guy
shit.
was jacking off with Barbar though.
Yes, he was, and it gets worse.
And that chick fucking stepped on a baby.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot that I like
You
mentally
blocked
blocked
that
off
part?
part of this movie. Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah.
That part
Oh,
happened
yeah.
in the room.
Yeah, I don't plan. So I guess
Oh, man.
Joker Filet Do. That's not a horror movie, but that's out this weekend. Not seen that. Oh, Terrifier. Never seen that. Those are seems to be popular shit. I saw Abigail. That was okay. Like I wasn't really feeling that. Like I'm gonna try to catch up as much, but I gotta watch me some Solar Opposites. Like
Yeah,
fuck
you know
dog
what?
shit.
Kind of jumping on that, so throw something else in that list is to watch the old school, not Jeeper Creepers, the Creeper Show. What is it called?
Creep Show.
Creep Show.
Is it the Creep
There's a new
Show?
one too. Yeah, there's Creep Show.
Talking about the one with the
There's like a
Crypt
new one, too.
Keeper.
No.
No,
This
that's Tales of
is
the Crypt.
something totally different. It's very reminiscent. It's basically it's almost similar. It's a comic that this kid has, and like it like goes through all these stories. It's basically Tales from the Crypt, but from another
But
another studio basically.
That's Creep Show. That's Creep Show.
Yeah,
I
the
know
Creep
you're
Show. But there's one on there. It's called the Swamp, I think. But like these kids, they like go to like this lake and they like swim out to like this little floating like wooden thing, and there's like this oil blob that's in the water, and like it's like eating them. Like if they ever get back into the water, like it'll eat them. And like there's this scene where this girl's like laying there, and the guy's like, it's kind of weird. I mean, this is like the 80s, so like there's like a boob scene in it, and as a kid I was like, oh my god, there's a titty. And then like but then some crazy shit happens, and the guy like tries to outswim the blob, and yeah, that's just one of them that pops in my head. There's also one with like an Indian chief, where like these people try to like vandalize the store, and like the Indian chief comes to life and like starts scalping people. There's two of them too. There's Creep Show 1 and 2, which is really good.
I've seen that. Yeah, there is. Oh, so the movies that I saw that I really liked, it came out 2 years ago, was Fear Street. Fear Street's parts 1, 2, and 3. They were all released within like the same weekend. So there's Fear Street 1994, Fear Street 1997, and then Fear Street 1666. They're all like connected. They all came out like literally the same weekend, I believe. Or no, they came out the same month. They came out a month apart. That's what it was. So you got time to watch it and tell your friends and shit. So it was really good because it like the ending of the entire trilogy was not what I was expecting because it has like a huge fucking twist at the end of the third one. I was like, holy shit! Like I did not expect that at all. But they're really good.
Sorry, I had to update.
They're very fun.
I got to update my list. Is Agatha All Along? I was watching it earlier today.
Did you watch today?
I didn't watch all of it yet though. I watched like probably like maybe half of it, and then it started getting kind of creepy, and my daughter was still up, so I was like, I don't want to have her watch this. But
oh damn it!
I got to say they some of the outfits were yeah. Just saying. Aubrey Plaza's back, so
yeah. Oh, so side note for those of you who are Aubrey Plaza fans, there's a new movie out. Francis Ford Coppola's Megalopolis. It's a very artistic movie. It's not for everybody. It's basically a modern telling of the fall of Rome, but it's not Rome. It's New Rome set in New York City and like an alternate reality kind of thing. But Aubrey Plaza's in this, surprisingly, and she wears some very, very, very revealing clothing. Like she pretty much shouldn't. It looks like she's wearing like dryer sheets.
I heard that Francis Ford Coppola put in $100 million of his own money to make this movie, and its opening weekend it made $4 million.
Or I think it made less than $4 million. Yeah. But yeah,
I think that was worldwide.
Yeah, it's not for everyone. It is definitely it's a fable. So it's told like they do partially like everyday whatever like lingo, but they also speak as if they're in like a Shakespearean play, like a little bit. So they take excerpts from Homer's like Iliad a little bit.
Yeah,
and so
it kind of gives me that vibe of that movie with Tom Hanks and
with Halle Berry, Cloud Atlas.
Yeah, Halle Berry. Yeah, Cloud Atlas. Like it kind of gives me that vibe.
So that's a Wachowski brothers or Wachowski siblings movie.
Yeah,
and this is more. I don't want to, I guess kind of, but that one told over various different timelines. This one is basically about literally the fall of Rome, and like how a greedy, incestuous family ruled over the masses, and how their infighting blinded them to like their like mistreatment and their misgovernance of the city of New Rome, or Rome, as you would say. So, and like it has like an all-star cast, like a complete all-star cast. There's some cast members that I didn't know they were going to be in it, probably because it's Francis Ford Coppola, but it's definitely an artsy film. It's not like a mainstream. It's like a throwback to like a it's like a Kubrick style film with more dialogue.
See, it's not even a movie; it's a film. That's how you know it's gonna be probably fucking pretentious.
It is literally not a movie. It is literally a film. It is literally like this will be studied in college campuses across the nation, 100%. And the parallels between the Roman Empire, the American Empire, America, the world economy, like they talk about all of it. World economy, sexuality. They kind of touch on racism a little bit, but just basically the how a family governs people. You know, there's a couple actors that I thought were kind of, I'll say it, washed up. Like everyone spit them out, but they give out an incredible performance like they used to do, and like they play someone like similar to Joaquin Phoenix's character from Gladiator. He plays someone like that, but more flamboyant, and it's just like crazy shit. There's a lot of stuff that's like you'd have to watch it kind of twice, like take notes type of movie. That's the kind of film that it is.
Megalopolis.
Yeah.
I keep thinking of Metalopolis.
Metalopolis.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a very unique kind of film. It's a throwback to like those 70 artsy kind of films with like 2000 graphics and shit. So
2000s graphics. I'll be talking about 2024, bro. We're in the future now. I'm just saying.
Well, they do a little bit. They do a little bit of all that. They do 2024 and some of that other stuff. They do like throwbacks, callbacks. It's all. It's like it's a character study of society.
So it's sitting at 47% of Rotten Tomatoes right now, and the budget was $120 million, and it made $6.2 million so far.
There you go. Yeah, it's definitely not for everybody. If you're like a film student, this movie's for you. If you're like your average moviegoer and you're all about MCUs and DCEUs and DCU shit, it's not for you. Definitely not. So there you go. Just wait for streaming if you want to see half naked, very famous people half naked, very famous actors and actresses per se. Because Natalie Emmanuel's in this, the chick who played Missandre from Game of Thrones.
I don't think that people are going to watch that movie to see naked people. Like, I don't think there's any parallel there. I don't think if you're the kind of person that wants to watch a movie just to see a naked person, I don't think you're going to make it through the movie. To even like the naked parts. So
yeah, you're definitely not. You're definitely not.
You're gonna go to Mr. Skin and
Mr. Skin.
See what you want to see.
So unfortunately,
I wouldn't say save a couple of bucks.
Those same people who do want to see these famous people like half naked are the same people that complain about playing as a female character in their video games. Just saying. Yeah.
Anyway,
I said it. All right.
Wrap it up.
Whoa. The fuck was that?
I didn't do it.
It was
Is
me,
the moth at your house now?
I touched it in a bad place, apparently.
Damn. A moth made it to your house? God dang.
It thought you were P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Damn.
No means no.
Well done.
I guess the boiled egg wasn't fitting or whatever they were doing with those boiled eggs.
Damn. That's fine. Oh, Wayward Pines.
Nasty motherfuckers, man.
I don't know what Alpine Street is. Is that something different? So Warrior Phil is listing off shit that he's won. Is it Wayward Pines like an older show?
Yeah, I think it is. All right, let's wrap it up, gentlemen. It's getting a little late.
Baby.
Go ahead.
Tonight. All right, old ninja, what you got going on? I guess for the rest of the week.
So, to concur with King Arthur, y'all need to be watching From. I'm going to be watching the latest episode of From. I didn't go my deep dive, but you need to be watching From. 100%. It's a very creepy, suspenseful show that nobody's fucking watching, and it's like Battlestar Galactica back in the early 2000s.
Oh, that was a great
show everyone's talking about, but it's set on like a like a kind of like what's this shit? It's like a horror version of Battlestar Galactica. It's not space, but it's on Earth. It's very. It has very a lot of similarities to Lost, but better written.
You just let me down. I mean, comparing it to BSG, not in space though. You know.
Yeah, it's not in space.
The fuck,
but
man?
from is one of those shows you should be watching, 100%.
It's like, oh yeah, it's like, oh yeah, you know, it's like Star Wars, but it's not sci-fi.
I mean, oh, you know what? Star Wars, but not like, but it's not sci-fi. It's fucking Aragon, the dragon movie. There you go.
It's like literally different. That's fantasy.
Yeah, there's no lightsabers. Anyway, but yeah, I'm watching From this weekend. I'm gonna try to stay cool because it's gonna be fucking hot as fuck up here. Where I'm at, I'm probably gonna try to see. Oh, I'm gonna see Transformers 1. I'm hearing a lot of really good reviews about this shit, so I got a free movie pass. Yeah, I got a free movie pass, so I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna go watch this shit. Watch this shit for free. I'll be gaming pretty much just on some stuff. I'm probably not gonna get Shattered Space for Starfield for a little bit. I'm gonna wait, kind of. But yeah, it's kind of it. Just and watching some horror stuff that some of the shit that people have recommended I may watch, but like I said, I'm gonna watch what I posted. I'm definitely watching Solar Opposites definitely tonight. So there you
go. All right. Your boy Blue, what you got?
I've been slacking on editing my my uncle's wedding photos. Like
oh shit, when did you get married?
Like about a month ago. But no, so I don't know why Adobe did this. So they released Lightroom, right? Like it was a Lightroom. Then I released Lightroom Classic, and like the way I used to edit my picture was through Lightroom Classic, and like everything's changed. So I tried to port over to regular Lightroom, but like it uploaded all the pictures to the fucking cloud. So like I don't know, like about 12 gigs worth of pictures was fucking uploaded to the cloud, and then like you have to upload it to the cloud, and you have to re-download it, and then you have to turn off like turning things to the cloud. But like all of a sudden it just doubled my like file size on my computer. So because it basically thought these pictures I was downloading from the cloud were not on my desktop already. So I've been trying to I've been working on the pictures. I just haven't had a chance to really work on them. But like now I got everything set up in Lightroom, so hopefully I can start getting those knocked out, because I took a good amount of pictures. What else? This weekend we got like the Sweeney's work is doing like a kind of like a family barbecue. I think somewhere in San Francisco. I can't remember exactly where, but
okay.
I'm hoping it's gonna be cooler, because man, it's like
it will be. You're gonna be by the water. If not, so
I think San Francisco was still in like the 90s today.
I wouldn't be surprised. But what Blue and I had failed to mention is that where we live, they've been giving out constant heat advisories to all the counties in the Bay Area. So that's how badly, because people were dying because it's so fucking hot. So they want to make sure everyone's hydrated, stay cool. You know, use less electricity, use a fan as much as you can instead of like AC unless at night or some bullshit. So,
or if you do, if you do use AC, leave that shit on, because it'll actually save you money.
No, for that too.
Yeah. So today in San Francisco, it was 96 degrees.
Ooh,
which is rare for San Francisco. But this weekend, Saturday, it's gonna be 86 degrees, so slightly cooler.
That's still pretty
warm.
80, you know, I think the mid 80s isn't so bad. But also, I used to live in the Middle East, so
yeah, about to say.
So we'll see. But other than that, just catching up on some audiobooks. I'm gonna watch Agatha All Along tonight. I'm gonna try to watch if I head to bed. But I'm definitely gonna try to get back into Polar Opposites, because the show was definitely fucking funny from the get go. I'm hopefully I can pick up the Astro Boy game too, or Astro Bot game, because I don't know, the game just seems like it's a lot of fun. So hopefully I can pick it up this weekend.
You can play as Kratos.
Yeah, which I think is cool. You can play with like a couple of different characters too.
Yeah,
it's very interesting. Which is, I don't know, kind of cool. That's it for me.
Too. All right. For me, I'm not going to have my daughter this weekend, so I got to figure out what to do. I'm going to try and play some pickleball maybe with somebody. I don't know. We'll see if I do or not. I think that'd be fun. And I'm still trying to like heal my shoulder that I messed up like over a week ago, but I got some range of motion back, which is good, because it was jacked for like a solid week. Yeah, maybe see Transformers 1 too, because I want to see that one as well. Yeah, for now, I guess, yeah, that's all I got too. So take us out of here, old ninja.
Oh yeah. Oh, to really quickly, yes, Warrior Fella, yes, all 3 Fear Street movies are on Netflix. So if anyone was looking for that, it's on Netflix. All right. You just experienced Black and Black times Infinity, the Dankest podcast on the internet. Check us out anywhere and everywhere with BTI. That's BTHANBTI. Anywhere you consume your podcast, anywhere you want to watch them, just know if you're listening to us via audio, we go live every Wednesday, 8:30 ish Pacific time. We go live on YouTube. You can watch this and see us live, and you can join the chat. If you don't like YouTube or you don't feel like it or it's weird or whatever, you can do Twitch. I know a lot of you kids are doing Twitch out there. Also, you can do Twitch and join the chat on Twitch as well. Check out our official website, binheadproductions.com/BTI. We're on all the social except Truth Social. And
that's not really a social network. That's just a one guy asshole network. You can email us at bthenbti@gmail.com because we have a Discord server. If you want to join this Discord server and be a part of that discussion or start a discussion, you can join us on there. We have a whole channel dedicated to Futas.
Oh my god. Yeah.
We're out of here.